Researchers have been doing a little eavesdropping on dolphins, and now they're starting to have a better idea of how they communicate with each other.
Cracking the Enigma code changed the course of World War II. Now Google's DeepMind AI has made an amazing discovery.
We have found a combination of a whistle and a burst pulse sound that we believe is a giggle, So, yeah, we know a little, but not so much.
Scientists analyzed decades of dolphin sounds using a Dolphin Gemma model, hoping to learn more about them. Instead of getting a simple dictionary of sounds, they received an epic story, an oral history older than human civilization. They found a modern warning within these ancient tales, a specific and frightening prophecy that left the lead scientists shocked and pale. A new language is born. It all began in a quiet, climate-controlled server room where the machines hum softly. This was the heart of Google's DeepMind division, home to Dolphin Gemma. For years, the project was seen as an interesting but secondary experiment. The goal was to do something once thought impossible: translate the complex language of dolphins. The team, led by bioacoustician Dr. Denise Hertzing, collected the most extensive dolphin sounds in history. They gathered over 100 petabytes of data, more than 50 times the amount in the entire Library of Congress. This data included clicks, whistles, and buzzes from dolphin pods worldwide, recorded over 50 years. For the first 18 months, the results were not impressive. The AI system could recognize individual dolphins by their unique whistles, like names. It could also link some sounds to specific behaviors. For example, a series of clicks often indicated fish here, while a low-frequency hum signaled danger. This was interesting, but not an actual conversation. It was like understanding that a dog's bark can mean different things. Dr. Denise Hertzing and her team wanted to achieve more. They believed the complexity of the dolphin brain, larger than a human's and more folded, suggested something beyond simple signals. The breakthrough happened on a Tuesday afternoon. The team used a new deep learning method that looked for patterns and grammar in the dolphin language. They were teaching a machine to find structure in a language with no alphabet or written words, only sound. They fed the entire data set back into Dolphin Gemma. For 72 hours, the system processed the data. Then it happened. A precise translation appeared on the main screen. It was not fish or danger. It was a concept. Memory. The room went silent. This was a big moment. Memory is not a simple signal. It suggests a sense of time, past and present. It was the first hint that dolphins might be more than just intelligent animals. They could be historians. Suddenly, the 50-year archive of recordings became a treasure trove of knowledge. They quickly tested the program on audio from a different dolphin pod in the Atlantic. After a few hours, another word came through: the long dark. The team was confused. It sounded profound, even poetic. What could it mean? They were on the verge of a discovery that could change everything. However, they were beginning to uncover the dark secrets these memories held. The great memory of the oceans. Dolphin communication is different from ours. Instead of using linear language, dolphins communicate in 3 dimensions. They use echolocation, or sonar, to see their world. This means they can see with sound. They send clicks out and use the echoes to understand their surroundings, even seeing inside other living creatures. Scientists discovered that dolphins don't just use words. They share images and feelings through complex sound signals. A single dolphin click can hold more information than a 100-page book. As researchers learned more, they uncovered the dolphin's oral history. They have a great memory passed down from mother to calf for thousands of years. They recall events like the last ice age and describe the Great Flood when glaciers melted, raising sea levels by over 400 feet. They know the names of underwater landmarks that have been submerged for over 10,000 years and shared over 400 generations. This finding amazed the scientists. They realized this was not just language, but a rich culture, a civilization of memory and sound. Dolphins carry their own history alongside human historical records. They have accounts of the volcanic eruption that formed the Santorini caldera in 1600 BC and stories about early human migration across the Bering Strait. It's all recorded in the sounds of the ocean. This was an astonishing revelation that reshaped our understanding of history. Humanity has long prided itself on being the sole custodian of the past, meticulously archiving events and experiences. However, beneath the waves, a far older intelligence, Dolphins, has been silently observing and documenting the history of our planet in ways we are only beginning to comprehend. As researchers delved deeper into the intricate tapestry of the Dolphins' memories, they uncovered a disconcerting motif that sent ripples of concern through the scientific community. An ominous phenomenon called the deep sound. Rather than an echo of a distant past, this event represents a contemporary horror, a haunting cry emanating from the depths of the ocean floor. Researchers ponder what this means for both the dolphins and humanity, as they begin to suspect that this modern terror may be intertwined with our own impact on the natural world, illuminating a dire warning embedded in the hearts and minds of these intelligent marine beings. This is where the story takes a sobering and profound turn. The ominous, deep sound intermittently reported wasn't tied to any historic cataclysm. Its first mentions emerged approximately 75 years ago and have seen a troubling increase ever since. Dr. Denise Herzing, a prominent marine biologist, and her dedicated research team meticulously gathered every report of this mysterious sound. Utilizing Dolphin Gemma's cutting-edge AI capabilities, they comprehensively analyzed the times and locations associated with each mention, cross-referencing this data with global human activities. As the AI processed the information, it produced a startling map of the data points, revealing unsettling patterns that visibly shook everyone in the room. The deep sound originated from our own activities, specifically the relentless pursuit of deep-sea oil drilling, the intrusive applications of submarine sonar, and, most alarmingly, the cacophony generated by modern deep-sea mining operations. While these noises are often dismissed as mere background hums within the vast ocean's expanse, they represent an unprecedented disaster for the dolphins. Remember, dolphins rely on echolocation and sound for navigation, communication, and hunting. Their entire existence is intricately woven into a delicate tapestry of auditory cues. The AI progressed to translate the context of the deep sound messages, unveiling a deeply troubling reality. The dolphins were not merely vocalizing their discomfort, but articulating the dire consequences of this incessant low-frequency noise on their environment. The persistent auditory disturbances were closing their eyes to their surroundings, deafening them to crucial communications, and ultimately driving them from their ancestral hunting grounds, which had sustained them for generations. Yet this distressing narrative escalated further. Through its advanced analysis, the AI synthesized countless transmissions from dolphin pods scattered across the globe into a singular ominous warning, a clarion call for urgent alarm. The implications were clear. These intelligent creatures were beseeching us to reconsider our impact on the ocean's delicate balance and their very survival. The message conveyed that the profound, resonant sounds were more than merely causing discomfort. They undermined a vital component of the planet's ecological balance. Dolphins possess a remarkable sensory capacity that humans only begin to grasp, renowned for their acute sensitivity to magnetic fields. These marine mammals rely on the Earth's magnetic field as a crucial navigational tool during their extensive migrations across vast oceanic expanses. Their ominous warning highlighted a dire consequence of industrial noise permeating the deep ocean, the creation of disruptive vibrations that interfered with the planet's liquid outer core. This core is responsible for generating the magnetic field that protects all life on Earth, guarding against harmful solar radiation and cosmic events. Essentially, the dolphins were sounding the alarm about the slow, insidious damage our relentless noise pollution inflicted upon this essential shield. The revelation stunned experts, evoking a profound sense of fear and urgency. It was neither an outright attack nor a moral judgment. It manifested as a heartfelt plea for assistance from a species that comprehends the intricacies of the Earth in ways we are only beginning to explore. This was a stark and unprecedented warning. And for the first time, we had developed technology capable of interpreting and understanding their distress signal. The message was sent. Now we face a tough choice. What do we do now? This is not just a simple science study anymore. We have crossed a line. For all of human history, we have acted as if we were the only important intelligence in the room. Now we know we're not. There is another voice whose first message is a severe warning about our actions. The information is now public. The initial findings were leaked, and the world is trying to make sense of them. Governments are holding emergency meetings. The companies involved in deep-sea mining are calling it a fake, but many people are starting to wonder, could this be true? When we look at the facts, it makes sense. We know dolphins are highly intelligent. We know our activities are hurting the oceans. Are we really so arrogant to think we know everything? Isn't there another intelligence on this planet that sees the world differently and understands the consequences of our actions better than we do? This concern has evolved from a mere abstract notion to an urgent reality confronting us daily. Official narratives suggest that human activity's cacophony is disrupting the Earth's magnetic field, an alarming and scientifically significant development. However, more unconventional theories are gaining traction among scientists and enthusiasts within the corridors of research institutions and the depths of online forums. Some propose that dolphins are far more than mere oceanic inhabitants. They could serve as the planet's sentinels. This perspective posits that these intelligent creatures are not simply historians of the marine world, but evolved or perhaps divinely placed guardians, instituted to function as an intricate early warning system for the entire biosphere. Through this lens, dolphins are portrayed not just as animals, but as sentient beings tasked with a monumental responsibility. Their vocalizations are interpreted not as desperate calls for assistance, but rather as a crucial alarm that they have evolved to emit in response to impending threats. This perspective paints a visceral picture of Earth as a dynamic, living organism in a constant battle against an existential virus, humanity itself. As the theories dive deeper, a more unsettling hypothesis emerges. It suggests that dolphins are not merely concerned about the disruptions to the magnetic field from our noise, but are apprehensive about what our incessant clamor might be awakening from the depths below. Advocates of this darker interpretation refer to ancient dolphin lore, enchanting tales translated by the dolphin scholar Dolphin Gemma. These narratives speak of a formidable entity known as the Great Sleeper, a colossal ancient being said to dwell deep within the Earth's crust, eternally dormant. Proponents of this theory argue that the relentless industrial noise created by human civilization resonates like an ominous drumbeat, gradually stirring this slumbering giant from its millennia-long rest. In this context, the dolphins' warnings are driven by sheer terror rather than environmental concern. They are imploring us to cease our disruptive activities, not merely because we are jeopardizing the planet's magnetic shield, but out of fear that we are inadvertently rousing something far more ancient and powerful than the very continents themselves. There's also a more urgent question. If we can hear the dolphins, what else might start speaking up? Dolphins' memories include tales of communicating with other sea creatures, like orcas and blue whales. What message are the blue whales, the largest animals ever, sending? Their songs can travel across oceans. Are they working together on a response? And what about the octopus, a creature with unique intelligence, often called an alien? We might be on the brink of a global conversation among species. Humanity, thinking of itself as the top species, may be about to realize it isn't. The insights from Dolphin Gemma place humanity at a crucial decision point. We have the chance to uncover the secrets of our planet, but it comes with a heavy responsibility. They have told us that we are the issue. Should we listen? Should we stop massive economic activities? Whether it's a warning about the magnetic field, a plea from a guardian, or a scream of terror about a sleeping monster? Or do we ignore them, hoping they are mistaken, and keep going as we are? The world before Dolphin Gemma is different from the world after. We've received a message. What we do next is up to us. If we can understand them, do we have a duty to act on their warning, even if it disrupts our way of life? Share your thoughts below for more stories that will change how you see the world. Like and subscribe.